What's up YouTube? For today's video, we're a full best fire type Pokemon team. So we actually did the worst fire types a little while ago, so I thought it'd be right to do the best ones this time. Also, sorry about the last couple of days. I had some weird later uploads. Had quite a bit of stuff going on, so sorry about the weird time. I should be able to get that one fixed. Alright people, for the question of the day, what do you think is the best fire type Pokemon? Let me know in the comment section. Obviously I'm not including legendaries and mythicals, that sort of thing. And let's get into it. And now tonight's video, I've got a triple battle special. The battles are really good, but they're actually fairly short too, so I could put a couple of more battle videos in for you people. If you enjoy these teams, people, hit that like button and show your boys some love, and let's get into it. So this is a battle on my Discord. This one was against Nidoking. I'm leading off with my Infernape. Now this was a special Infernape. What I'm going to do throughout this battle, I explain my sets, then I'll explain my reasoning as we go into the battle on the probably the second or third one. So we're going to double focus mislead. We both land them, which is quite interesting. I'm going to go for the Iron Fist here. This is actually a mixed one, and Typhlosion lives! I wish it was on 1 health though. Anyway, so you've got Typhlosion going to hit the second focus miss, and that's going to take out my Infernape. Man, that was such an unfortunate start there. If only that took out the Typhlosion. So with that Infernape set, we got Solar Beam, Mach Punch, Flamethrower, Focus Miss, Naive Nature, Power Herb, Max Special Attack, and Max Speed. I've got the Iron Fist as the ability there as well. So a bit of a mix set on the Infernape. So going into my Rotom there, I just basically Volt switched it out, got rid of it, and that's pretty much a nice little swap in for my Darmanitan. Now this Darmanitan set was really, really cool. I wanted to run Zen mode. Zen mode Darmanitans are definitely up there with some of my favorite Pokemon. So we got the Venusaur go for knockoff, doing a lot of damage to me. Actually, I was like, wow, that's a fair bit of damage. I'm going to go into my sub there and I'll get the Zen mode Darmanitan. Unfortunately, my Salak Bearer was actually knocked off. On this set, I've got Max Speed and Max Special Attack there. I've got Timid Nature on this one too. So we've got Sub, Psychic, Fire Blast, and Grass Knot, and Salak Bearer is the item. Now, they actually had a Pokemon on the team I was actually worried about here, being a Zoroark, right? So I had to go for Fire Blast instead of Psychic. I could not risk that. And then when I hit the neutral Fire Blast and taking the Zoroark out in one shot, that was really good. So I'm glad I did that one. I could not possibly take the risk there with the Psychic. I know Fire Blast could have missed, but that was the risk that I had to take. Okay, so now we got the Lycanroc coming in. It's going to finish me off with the crunch. I would have loved to get that Salak Berry boost. That would have definitely made my speed a lot better. When you go into Zen mode, your speed's your speed just goes down, right? If you look at Darmanitan, usually its special attack is really garbage, but when you go into Zen mode, its special attack gets a massive boost, but its speed gets a drop. So it's a very, very interesting concept. Okay, so we got the Lycanroc. I'm out speeding it with my Rotom there. It's going to go for a Sword Dance. That's good. I actually did a solid hit in with that one. The Rotom set, I actually didn't get to even explain that one. So this is a Choice Scarf set. We got Max Speed and Max Special Attack, Modest Nature, Volt Switch, Overheat, Trick, and Thunderbolt. Fairly standardish. I did whack Trick on there. It's quite handy as well. Okay, so we got the Lycanroc down. Now we got the Venusaur coming out this time. Since I'm locked into Electric type move, I don't really want to stay in this matchup. And we're going to go into the Volcarona. Now we got the Mega Venusaur here. Now this Volcarona set was a physical one. It was actually pretty fun to run, actually. So we got the Flare Blitz as stab, Max Attack, Max Speed, obviously. We got Flare Blitz, Leech Life, Wild Charge, and Poison Jab. We got the ability as Swarm and Item as Choice Bag. Quite a fun set to run, actually. Okay, so Mega Venusaur almost takes me out with a crit there, man. I would have been salty if it did. Going for the Flare Blitz here with the Choice Band, and considering, Mega Venusaur's ability, I'm quite happy with that damage. I live on 1 health. The merch is available, people. Also, thank you to people that bought the Salt Mug yesterday. I think they bought a blue or green Salt Mug. Thank you for that one, people. Link is in the description if you want some. Anyway, so we got the Rotom coming in. I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch here. Now, I was in a little bit of a predicament here. I didn't want to go for the Overheat because there's a Pokemon that could come in against this and set up on my obvious swap after using the Overheat. So I didn't want that. I thought, I'm going to go into Charizard here. Even if I have to take a hit on the Charizard, I don't want... it'll come more clear to you. I don't want to spoil it right now. So I'm going to go get hit by a Sludge Bomb. It's going to unpoison me, which is really, really unfortunate there. So I've pretty much got 2 turns for Charizard to actually do something. Now, we've got Charizard Y on this team. I want to run a physical set, of course. So we've got Aerial Ace, Dragon Dance, Flare Blitz, and Thunder Punch. Max Attack, Max Speed, and we got, Charizard White as the item. So Charizard's going to get a nice boost from that sun, which is going to make my Flare Blitz a lot stronger. I really cannot afford to go for a Dragon Dance here because it's going to take me out. So Aerial Ace is going to be enough to take it out. And obviously I'm getting around that recoil damage and the thick fat from Mega Venusaur. Okay, so I've got one more turn here. Charizard's going to go down the next turn, whatever happens. And now we've got the Alakazam coming out. So I'm like, okay, this isn't too bad. I can just go for a Flare Blitz and finish it off. Alakazam is actually going to have Protect. So that's really, really unfortunate. So while the Charizard is going to go down to the toxic damage, there's nothing I could have done about that. I've only got 2 more Pokemon remaining as well. So down goes the Charizard, but he'll be back in the second and third battle. All right, so Alakazam's got the Flame Orb, which is interesting. And now I'm going to go into the Rotom. So I thought, I know that I can outspeed this. I could go for the Overheat in the sun. It's going to do a lot of damage. Let's do that. So Overheat does not miss, and the Alakazam is actually going to get cooked there in one shot. So that was really, really nice there. And that is the Alakazam's out. There was a Pokemon that I was talking about earlier, right? Because, I didn't really want to go for the Overheat and swap into it. That was the Feraligatr. So this was a little bit of a problem. But at this point, I actually had the Drought up on the field, so its water-type moves, would be powered down. So I'm going to swap that out and go into our Chandelure here. Now we got the Feraligatr go for the Crunch. I'm like, damn, son, that's going to take my Chandelure out in one shot. There's nothing I could have done about that. I really had to swap because the only way to possibly take out this Feraligatr was my Rotom, right? Okay, so back into Rotom Oven here. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt. I'm going to outspeed the Feraligatr, which is nice. I knew that I could leave pretty much any attacker through me, and Mr. Bubbles is going to go down in a wave of bubbles. Hope you guys enjoyed that first battle. Let's get on to the second one. That was a really, really quick battle. I think it was about 16 turns. Pretty fast for a single. Okay, next one. This was against Bossy Dog 69 on my chat. We have got my Rotom as the lead this time. Rotom is also, a very, very nice lead. With the Choice Scarf there. So we got the Passimian, got Parmesan. Guys, we got the Parmesan go for the Focus Punch. I'm going to go for the Overheat. Thank goodness if Overheat missed, then that would have been very nice. I would have got one shot. So that's going to slip on its watermelon and go down. Okay, guys, can you just imagine a watermelon and just sprinkle some Parmesan on? So we got the big Mandibuzz coming in here. I'm going to swap out. I don't really want to stay against Mandibuzz with the -2 in special attack. And we're going to go into the Chandelure. So this Chandelure said, I do get to show it off a little bit in the next battle, I believe. It actually got Shrek here. So we got the Bone Rush. It's a physical set. It's going to hit me twice there. And a third time. Actually, it's quite funny. It has like a bone attack. Because actually, if you look at its head, it's got like the little bone behind, like the caveman bone. All right, so going for the Toxic. I got to explain this set. I forgot. So on this turn, we got Max Health, Max Special Defense. We got Acid Armor, we got Pain Split, we got Toxic and Fire Spin. Infiltrator is the ability, Normalium Z, Pain Split, which is going to give me a boost in defense, and, special defense, and it's going to make me nice and bulky. It's one of the two. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to go down, unfortunately, to the Mandibuzz there, which sucks. But Chandelure does get some more limelight in the third battle. Okay, so into Darmanitan, I thought this is a prime opportunity to go for the substitute here. See if we can get this Zen mode rolling along. So we get the Mandibuzz going for the Air Slash here. Obviously, that's going to definitely break my substitute. This is obviously more of an offensive Mandibuzz, right? Okay, so pretty much the idea with this Darmanitan is, sub down until you get the Zen mode. Wait for the Salic Berry to kick in and then, start sweeping with the Fire Blast and Psychic. It gets a really, really nice special attack, which is cool too. Okay, so now we got the Bone Rush. The only problem about this is it's actually going to get around my substitute. That first one was actually a critical hit. I don't know if that mattered too much there. I wasn't really sure. I think it actually did because of judging on the damage from, the second and third one. Okay, so Mandibuzz is going to hit me 3 times. I get the Salic Berry activation and it only hits me 3 times. That was really, really good. So now I can freely here go for the Fire Blast to take out the Mandibuzz. I'm transformed in my Zen mode as well. So Zen mode is going to trigger there, and I'm going to go for the Fire Blast, and it's going to miss! No. That would have absolutely destroyed Mandibuzz, and Mandibuzz is going to take me out there. Man, I'm so salty about that. Okay, so that's going to go down. If you notice Darmanitan, I nearly called it Zarmanitan. Guys, Zarmanitan, new generation leaks, 99.9% confirmed. Okay, so that's going to go down. If you notice, the sprite actually doesn't move at all. It's actually the most stationary sprite out of all of them. So going back into my Rotom there, I'm going to take out the Mandibuzz with the Volt Switch. Or Thunderbolt, didn't really matter. And I wanted to get some momentum, so I'm going to swap that out and go into my Volcarona. So this was the Choice Band set. Also, in the next battle, guys, I'll explain why I put these Pokemon on the team as well. Alright, so we got the Aggron coming in. Now, Aggron was a bit of a problem to this team, and that's going to be no exception with the Mega Aggron. So it's like, crap. The only thing I can really do to this is go for the Flare Blitz Choice Band. Then, that's really all I can do. Hope for as much damage as possible and see if I can, revenge take this out if it's got a super effective move, which I kind of think it does. Okay, so go for Flare Blitz. I was actually really happy with that damage. That was pretty good damage considering Mega Aggron's ability and stuff, and it's very, very bulky. It's going to go for the Toxic, so it's definitely like more of a support style set, which a lot of them are, or just, offensive support. Okay, so I got the Toxic on me. I can go for, so really here, my Volcarona is going to be very short-lived with Flare Blitz and Toxic at the same time. Go for a second Flare Blitz. I thought, even if I could do some damage, get it close to taking out, I might be able to, revenge take it out with another one of a Pokemon, and then it's going to use Rest. Oh, no. So it's going to get all of its health back. It's a clear 3-hit KO. I really need a critical hit to actually take this thing out. So the big boy's going to go to sleep. Mega Aggron's actually my favorite Mega, the design of it out of all of them, if you guys didn't know that one. Okay, so it just looks so cool. I just like it's, how it's shaping on its body and things like that. It's really cool. So we got the Flare Blitz there. We're going to do under half health again, taking some more damage from the poison and as well. Now, I was hoping I could get one more attack off against this Aggron, then I could actually just take it out. Unfortunately, it's going to get through with the Iron Head, and it's not very effective, but it's enough damage to actually take me out with the poison damage. So I was really salty about that. There's nothing I could have done. There's really not much I can do there. So I could go back to the Rotom here, or I could go to the Inferno and go for the Flamethrower to finish off. I thought it'd be better to go into Inferno, try and finish it off in case, overheat miss. That could be annoying. So going for Flamethrower on the Aggron, and that is down, which is nice there. I like Special Infernape. It's quite good. I really like Mix Infernape too. You never know what... The thing about an Infernape, it's such a great Pokemon. You never really know what it's going to have to the last minute or to when it's done a lot of damage. Right. Alright, so Focus Miss is gonna miss. And we got the Simisear using the top. Man, I always mess these monkeys' names up. You guys know. Actually, I messed every name up. Let's be real top. Okay, so we got the Poison on Infernape. Now, the only time I've seen a toxic Simisear is when I use the Gluttony Amnesia. So I'm like, please don't be that set. So I'm gonna. That was a critical hit there with Focus Miss, and it takes it too well. It's going to get Mago Berry back. Now it's going to go for the Flamethrower. So it's definitely a bulky set there. Flamethrower does okay damage to me, considering I'm going to take some more damage from the Toxic. So I've got to get rid of this Pokemon now. So, well, let's see how much Mach Punch does if it's not very defensive. Mach Punch doesn't really do too much either. And now it's going to go for the Belch, and that is going to take out my Infernape with the Toxic damage there. So that's unfortunate. Now, if you don't know what the move Belch does, you have to consume a berry first before you can before you can go for a burp. I kind of wish the animation for it was better, because I don't know. I feel it should look something like Boom Burst or something like Boom Burst, not just like a little purple cloud thing. Anyway, so that's down. I'm gonna go into the old Charizard here, the old trusty physical Charizard. I felt I could fit in one Dragon Dance here against the opponent. It wasn't like too strong, and I can start the sweep depth. So go for the Dragon Dance. It's gonna give me a +1 in attack and speed. Old Charizard is a pretty speedy Pokemon in its own right too. So we got the Belch here from the that was a critical hit right there. So that was a 3-hit KO if it crit every time. So I was actually quite comfortable. Just in case anything bad happened like a Toxic, I thought, let's go for the Aero Ace and finish this thing off. I don't want a Toxic. I don't want any more hacks going away. I've got to get this thing done. Okay, so we got 4 down and we got 2 remaining, and now we got the Fungus, so which is the Vileplume. I thought, well, I can't take this out with Aero Ace, right? It doesn't have enough attack. Vileplume is fairly bulky. I knew that it would live, so I had to go there for the Flare Blitz to actually take it up. It's going to get an Effect Spore, and I got poisoned anyway, so I was kind of worried about getting poisoned before. I mean, guys, let's be real. At least it wasn't Sleet, right? That would have been even worse. So Charizard taking some extra damage there from the Flare Blitz and the poison. I've only got one more turn against this Pokemon. And the last one is the Lego, which is the Stack Attack. I really like Shiny Stack Attacker. It really does look awesome. It's such a cool Pokemon. It's such a cool outgoing Pokemon design. So I go for the Flare Blitz there. I knew this wouldn't take it up, but man, it does some really, really solid damage. And that is going to be the Charizard down. Now, the last Pokemon is the Rotom Muffin. We got the Stack Attacker going for the Sandstorm. Now, maybe they thought they'd be able to take it a little bit better than that. I know that I'm going to be able to outspeed this thing and just finish it off there. And that's pretty much the second battle. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Now, I need to actually take a drink between this battle. So my throat's getting a little bit hoarse. I really needed a Mudsdale on the screen when I was going to say that. I'm drinking right now lightly sparkling natural berry. Tastes really... Oh, I just spilled it on... Oh, crap, I just spilled it on my phone. Wait, 2 seconds, guys. Emergency. Emergency. All right, we've got the water off the phone. We're good. Let's get into the last battle. This one's against Pixie on my Discord. We got a Spirit Tomb lead here. Now, this was... I couldn't think of, like, a better counter against my Darmanitan Zen mode set. So, we got the Spirit Tomb going for the Carmine here. It's going to be a Infiltrator set. Now, I was hoping it would be more of like a statusy set going for like a Will-O-Wisp or a Toxic kind of set. Obviously, it wouldn't go for Will-O-Wisp against Darmanitan. I was thinking maybe a Toxic, so I went for the Sub-Cheer. However, it's going to outspeed me and go for a Dank Pulse, and that's going to take my Darmanitan out. Man, that was such a great counter. There's nothing I could have done there. Pretty much Darmanitan was going to go down. So I'm going to go into Volcarona here, go for the Flare Blitz. This is a choice band. Since it seemed like more of a sweeping set, hopefully I thought it wouldn't have as much defense, and my thoughts were correct. It's going to be a 2-hit KO. Now we've got the Spirit Tomb going for the Dank Pulse, doing some solid damage, almost taking out the Volcarona. I've also got to give my reasonings for these Pokemon. Dang, I almost forgot there, people. All right, so obviously you're going to be able to outspeed this and take it out with the Flippers. So Darmanitan, a beautiful attack stat there. Very nice Choice Scarf Pokemon. There you go, Flare Blitz, Superpower, U-Turn. A very, very nice Pokemon and abilities too. We got the Volcarona, an excellent Quiver Dance special sweeper. Nice speed, nice special attack, excellent late game sweeper. Just destroying teams. So Fire Dance, Bug Buzz, man, like it's pretty good. For a fire type Pokemon, right? Okay, so that's the Volcarona down to the Venomoth. It actually outspeed me, which is interesting. So now we got the Chandelure. I thought, well, I might be able to set up on this one. I may even get a free swap. And now we got the Bug Buzz. So you might think that's a strange move, but it actually has Tinted Lens as the ability. Since I'm running max health and max special defense, it's not going to do anything at all. So going for the Fire Spin there, it's going to trap the Venomoth in, right? So looking at Chandelure, it has an absolutely monstrous special attack stat. Interesting typing too with the Ghost and Fire. You can run like a nice Choice Scarf set too. And, Air Balloon, things like that. It's nice items on it. It hits very, very hard. Energy Ball, Shadow Ball, Fire Blast, man. It's if you want to, like, swap it into it, you're going to have to, like, watch out because it's going to take a lot of damage, right? So, anyway, we got the Venomoth putting me to sleep going for the Quiver Dance there, boosting its stats nicely. Now, I am very bulky in special defense, so I wasn't too worried. And I did actually have that Fire Spin too. But waking up there, getting the Acid Armor off. So I thought this is actually quite a good opportunity to set up the Acid Armor. And, Fire Spin could take out the Venomoth there. So Fire Spin is getting, it's hurting that Venomoth. And now we got the Venomoth going for the Bug Buzz Tinted Lens against my Chandelure. It's starting to do a little bit more damage, but it really needs a couple more Quiver Dances, to actually do anything. So going for another Acid Armor here on my Chandelure. And that's going to bolster my defense. Unfortunately, Venomoth actually lived that one on 1 health, people. The merch is available. I honestly, guys, I didn't use Fire Spin because I low-key wanted to plug my merch. Anyway, so living on 69 health there, I thought, let's go for another Acid Armor, bugger it. I want to get a +6 in defense. I want to see if this thing can be taken out. And unfortunately, the Fire Spin actually gets freed up. So I'm like, damn, that really sucks. And now we got the Venomoth going for another Bug Buzz on my Chandelure. I'm going to live that one. And now we got the Fire Spin coming from the Chandelure, which is going to take out the Venomoth. So in this range, I was quite low, but I know I was very bulky in special defense, and I got +6 in defense. So I was hoping I could outspeed this Umbreon that was coming in and go for the Z Plane Split, right? That'd be really, really nice here against Umbreon, and then go for the Fire Spin Trap. However, it's going to outspeed me and go for the Dank Pulse and going to take me out. That's very unfortunate. Chandelure is going to go down. And we've got 3 Pokemon remaining. So now we're going to go into Infernape. Infernape, I've used it a couple of teams. As you guys know, I do like Infernape. So, we've got nice attack. We've got nice special attack. We've got nice speed. So versatile. You never know what Infernape's going to do until the last moment. I guess the only bad thing about it, the bad thing I say about Infernape, right, it's frail, and it does suffer a little bit from, like, 5 slot, syndrome. Like, it's like you always want to put, like, 5 moves on it, but you can't. Anyway, a beautiful physical attacker, beautiful special attacker, beautiful mixed attacker. A very, very good Pokemon. You can fit this guy in your team anyway. Always does really well. So we got the Dream Eater, Psychium Z Dream Eater coming from the special Umbreon, and this is going to take out my Infernape. Man, the only time I would have loved to have close combat on that one. That's all good. Now we got 2 more Pokemon. We got the Charizard. Now Charizard Y, obviously Charizard Y is very, very overpowered. We got the Drought when it digivolves, making its moves very, very powerful. We got Dual Stab, Air Slash. Mainly for weather teams as well. It's very, very good. It's got nice speed, nice special attack. A very, very good Pokemon. Like, Just an amazing fire-type Pokemon. Anyway, so Umbreon is on its last legs. I thought, let's go for the Dragon Dance here. Let's see if we can get a couple of boosts against this Umbreon. It's not doing, like, lots of damage to me. I'm going to be able to tank quite a few. However, Umbreon's going to go for a Sing, and Sing actually lands. I'm like, oh, no. My Charizard's going to be asleep. And this means, people, it's going to be able to use Dream Eater. Man, I like Dream Eater. It's such a cool thing. And it's good to see Umbreon using Sing and Dream Eater. Like, you'd never, ever see that being used, which is cool. All right, so Umbreon's going to get some more health back with the Dream Eater. That doesn't really do a lot of damage, but I've got to take this thing out ASAP, people. Now we've got the Umbreon swapping out, obviously not doing enough damage. And now we've got the Zeraora coming in. So at this point in the game, actually, I'm really, really far behind. I have to get back in this game. I cannot really lose my Charizard. Thank goodness I wake up there. Going to go for the Flare Blitz against the Zeraora. And that's going to get spanked by a Flare Blitz, taking it out in one shot in the sun. So that's really good. If I didn't wake up then, things wouldn't be very nice at all. I'd be down to my last Pokemon, and I'd be in a lot of trouble. All right, so we got the Como here. The best I can really do is go for the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace on a physical Charizard at +1 isn't, it's not the most powerful thing in the world. Plus Como, even though it's super effective, it's got some nice bulk to it too. And now it's going to go for the Outrage. And that is going to finish off my Charizard wipe. Okay, people, we've got one more Pokemon left. My Choice Scarf Rotom Oven. Now it's going to take a little bit of damage from the Life Orb. So I thought, okay, so the Umbreon's left, right. I can go for the T-Bolt. I'm pretty sure I can take that out, unless it's got some, like, wicked special defense EVs and health. I'm going to take the Como out because I'm going to outspeed her up. Now, there's one other Pokemon that I was actually quite concerned about, but I was hoping I could live and maybe take it up. So now we got the Umbreon coming back in here. Now, Umbreon's on a low amount of health. I was quite confident I could, just be enough to take this one out since I was running max special attack. And this Umbreon seemed to have more invested in special attack, obviously, than bulk, right? So I was quite confident I could take that one. So the last Pokemon is the Terracon. Guys, it's like we're Soul Link. Also, the Soul Link went up a little bit earlier on today. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you do. We got the Terracon. So I'm going to outspeed the Terracon, go for the T-Bolt. It's a clear 2-hit KO, and I get the Paralysis, people. I get the Paralysis. Damn, it's going to smack me up, and that is my Rotom. That's my Rotom down. Hope you guys enjoyed all three of these battles. It was very fun tonight, and I'll catch you tomorrow for an upload. Hopefully a little bit earlier on in these random upload times. All right, see you, people.